Your neurological peace, gone, erased by the perpetual battlefield that is family. Your ability to take a side, obliterated, because choosing means another war you'll have to mediate. The exhaustion of holding broken glass together, endless. Every fragment, a memory, a betrayal, a wound. This is the life of the family peacekeeper, a self-appointed human shield against the storm. You became the crucible, absorbing inherited tension, simmering rage, unspoken resentments. Every family conflict, a shard of your own soul, piercing, eroding, leaving you hollow. Every strained silence, a ticking time bomb. You feel the pressure building, the inevitable blast. The emotional battlefield is your childhood home, a place where love is conditional, pain omnipresent. You learned early, peace wasn't given. It was earned, painstakingly by your own sacrifice. You became fluent in their grievances, a walking archive of slights, resentments, and ancient wounds. You were the translator of their unspoken angers, the bridge across gaping chasms of misunderstanding. But who translates your pain? Who bridges the chasm of your own solitude? The price of this role, your authentic self. Slowly, painfully, it slipped away. You adopted their masks, their pleas, their denials, becoming a chameleon of emotional need. Your own opinions, feelings, boundaries, buried deeper than any family secret. The constant emotional labor, it's an invisible weight, crushing your spirit day by day. You live in a state of hypervigilance, scanning every glance, every word, for the next eruption. Your nervous system, rewired for war, always on alert, never truly safe. Sleep offers no refuge. The arguments replay, scenarios unfold, a relentless mental carousel. You became addicted to the peace you brokered, a desperate fleeting relief. But it was never real peace, just temporary ceasefires, until the next inevitable skirmish. Your energy, a finite resource, drained by their endless drama, their competing demands. Your well of empathy, now a parched desert, scorched by years of emotional drought. Relationships outside the family suffered. Who has energy left for genuine connection? Your own dreams, aspirations, desires, put on hold, indefinitely. You became a shadow of yourself, living not for joy, but to prevent catastrophe. The resentment brews, quiet and deep, not against them, but against the role you were forced to play. You built walls around your heart, not to keep others out, but to protect what little remains. The insidious truth, your peace efforts enabled their dysfunction. They never had to grow. They relied on your strength, never realizing it was draining yours, leaving you hollow. The hope that one day they'd see, that they'd change, a cruel, fading mirage. You became a repository for their projections, their anger, their guilt, their unresolved trauma. It becomes your identity, the one who fixes things, the family's emotional janitor. But who cleans up after you? Who mends your broken pieces? You walk on eggshells, constantly, every step measured, every word weighed. The fear of confrontation, more potent than the pain of enduring the status quo. The silent screams echo within, your inner voice, drowned out by their noise. The guilt of wanting to escape, a tightening knot in your gut, an invisible chain. You lose touch with your own desires. What do you even want beyond peace? The constant code switching, behaving differently with each family member to maintain the fragile calm. Your memories become tainted, joyful moments shadowed by looming conflict. The silent scream of your soul, your true voice, trapped behind layers of polite diplomacy. You witness the damage, the permanent scars on everyone, including yourself. The ultimate betrayal. Your family doesn't see your sacrifice. They see your compliance. They assume your unending patience, your limitless reservoir of emotional resilience. A constant tightness in your chest, the weight of everyone else's unaddressed issues. The dread before family gatherings, each one a strategic operation, not a joyful reunion. You become adept at deflecting, dodging emotional grenades, diverting incoming fire. The burden of their secrets. You hold them, even when they threaten to tear you apart. Your empathy, once a strength, weaponized against you, used to manipulate, to coerce. The cognitive dissonance. You love them, yet their presence brings unbearable stress. You live in the past, constantly revisiting old hurts, trying to find solutions that never existed. The erosion of trust. You learn to anticipate betrayal, even from those you love most. Your own story, unwritten, lost amidst the endless narratives of your family's drama. The emotional exhaustion is bone deep, a pervasive weariness that sleep cannot cure. You crave quiet, a silence so profound it feels like a forgotten language. The fear of breaking, the terror of what happens if you finally let go. Will the entire structure collapse? Will you be blamed for the wreckage? You carry their stories, each one a heavy stone in your personal cairn of sorrow. The paradox. By keeping peace, you denied yourself peace. You became a reactive entity, not an independent, self-determining individual. The quiet desperation. A constant hum beneath the surface of your manufactured calm. You've forgotten what it feels like to just be, without mitigating, without anticipating. The deep craving for clarity. To see truth, unfiltered by emotional manipulation. The cost is your emotional bandwidth, consumed entirely by their dysfunction. Your spirit, once vibrant, now a dull ache, a constant, low thrum of sadness. You became the family's emotional punching bag, absorbing blows no one else would take. The fear of abandonment, the unspoken threat if you ever stop facilitating their chaos. You crave validation, but they offer only demands for continued performance. The invisible scars. Deeper than any physical wound, they define your inner landscape. You're constantly walking a tightrope. One misstep, and everything unravels. The erosion of your personal truth. What do you believe when you've always spoken for others? You mimic their emotional states, mirroring their joy, their sorrow, their anger, to keep the balance. The silent sacrifice of your youth, spent mediating instead of living. You become a master of deflection, never allowing direct hits, always absorbing the shockwaves. The longing for authenticity, to show your true self, without fear of triggering a new war. The cost is your emotional future, a landscape barren of genuine joy, only manufactured calm. You built their fragile peace on the ruins of your own inner world. The hope for resolution fades, replaced by a cold, hard understanding of their intransigence. Your ability to experience true intimacy, compromised by a lifetime of emotional self-censorship. The constant need to be the bigger person. It leaves you feeling small, unseen, unheard. You carry the collective memory of their hurts, an unbearable weight. The profound loneliness. Surrounded by family, yet fundamentally alone in your burden. Your own story, forever interwoven with their drama, a narrative you didn't choose. The constant feeling of being trapped, a prisoner of circumstance, of blood, of family duties. You watch your life pass by, while you endlessly put out fires that aren't even yours. The exhaustion isn't just physical, it's a spiritual drain, leaving you bereft. The bitter understanding, some wounds are never meant to heal, only to be managed. You became a ghost in your own narrative, present, yet utterly erased. The rage simmering deep, not against them, but the unfairness of your relentless burden. Your compassion, now blunted instrument, worn down by endless demands. The aching desire for someone to see *you, beyond the role, beyond the sacrifice. You become a fortress, impregnable, but lonely, protecting nothing but your dwindling self. The ultimate cost isn't just happiness, it's the profound loss of personal sovereignty. You are a living monument to their inability to heal, a constant reminder of their unresolved pain. The peace you maintain is a fragile, glittering lie, held together by your very essence. It is a peace that comes at the expense of your war, the one fought silently within. You stand as the guardian of a hollow truce, a peace that consumes its own maker. Your well-being sacrificed on the altar of family obligation, a pyre of your potential. The emotional battlefield never truly quiets. You just learn to live with the echoes. This is not strength. This is a slow, agonizing self-immolation. The truth is, you didn't create peace. You merely became the quietest casualty.